Hey friend, welcome to the Self Care Isn't Selfish podcast. I'm your host, Emily Nichols. As a Whole30 certified coach, wife, busy working boy mom, and your self-care guru, I'm here to help you start putting yourself first without the guilt. Each week you'll hear motivating and practical tips on how you can create a habit of self-care through interviews with my amazing guests or quick solo episodes with me. After each episode, you'll walk away with an action plan and feel empowered to implement what you have learned into your life. So grab a cup of coffee, glass of wine, or your favorite sparkling water, and let's do this. You're listening to episode 65 of the Self Care Isn't Selfish podcast. How are we doing, everyone? I'm doing great. If you're listening to this, I'm actually on the beach right now. Yes, my family escaped for the week to Destin, Florida. We're safely vacationing just on the beach, relaxing. And I tell you what, the beach is just so good for the soul. So let's get into this week's self-care quickie tip. This was inspired by the Netflix documentary, The Social Dilemma. Now, I know a lot of people have been watching this documentary and been like, oh my gosh. I don't feel like it was any new information we didn't realize that was going on. Just hearing it from so many different platforms was kind of all at once like, ugh, made me feel icky. So if you haven't watched The Social Dilemma, they're pretty much just stating how, everything is targeted at you and your information, what you like to look at is collected, and it's meant to keep you addicted and on social media longer. So you'll see ads, so you'll maybe buy something from one of these advertisers. And the term social media, it's social, it's meant to connect, but now I feel we're more disconnected than ever. So the past few months, I have been personally doing my own little social media detox, and that's on the weekends. So people in my free Facebook community are friends over there. And if you want to join us, there's a link in the show notes too. It's free, and I actually do a workshop every Thursday, and I'll be doing one this Thursday about how to take a social media detox. It's actually a little easier than what you think, but it sounds really hard to do if you haven't really taken time off of social media. But for the past few months, I've been putting my phone down and just being in the moment on the weekends with my kids and my husband and our friends and family, because that's what's really important, connecting with them more so than anything. And really, social media is pretty negative right now, to say the least. And I don't need that negativity in my life. So my Facebook community knows I won't be on there except for Sunday evenings. I come on for a quick live for Self-Care Sunday to kind of give them a sneak peek of what's coming for the week and give them something to think about for the week. But it's been really joyful not to be stuck with my nose and my phone scrolling all weekend. And like I said, if you haven't watched The Social Dilemma, I think it would be really worth taking a look at, listening to it with an open mind and open heart, and really evaluating your relationship with social media. But a couple of reasons I feel it's important to take a social media detox. Like I just said, more so connecting with my family. One big thing, I'll share three things actually. One is you need to break the comparison cycle. We've talked about this before. Everyone's just posting their highlight reel on social media, and you're looking on Saturday morning and you're like, oh my gosh, that girl already got her workout in. She's made her kids a gourmet breakfast. She's all dressed super cute and ready to take them to the apple orchard today. And here you are still sitting on the couch in your PJs drinking coffee. Not that saying that I've ever done that. Yeah, I have lots of times. That's like my favorite thing ever, is to have a slow Saturday morning in my sweats with my coffee and my kids. But sometimes you see that and you're like, dang, I didn't do anything this morning, when really that's okay. I'm sure there's plenty of times they've been sitting on their couches while drinking coffee in their sweats with their kids. So just, it stops you from comparing yourself to others so much. Second, it's going to improve your overall mood. Like I said, the social media space is very negative right now. Our world is very divided, unfortunately. And I'm not talking about divided like NSYNC versus Backstreet Boys. I'm talking about all the things. So I think it would improve your overall mood if you weren't just surrounded by negativity online, right? Right? And more so than anything, it just allows you to connect and be in the moment. Yeah, I still take pictures and videos of my kids when they do cute or funny things, and lots of pictures of our new puppy Dexter. But I can't tell you how many times like we've been out doing a family event or it's date night with my husband and I, and we're like, oh, let's take a picture. And then 10 minutes later, I'm sitting there, oh, I got to put the perfect filter on it. And I'm going to do a post and I'm going to hashtag it this and put the location. And oh, now I'm going to put it on my stories with a cute little GIF and do this and do that. And 10 minutes later, my family's sitting there looking at me like, hey, Mom, what are you doing? I'm not being in the moment. And that's not cool. Not to say it's not okay to post fun things you're doing, but maybe don't do it in the moment. Maybe do it later on. Share it at a later date. That's okay. You don't have to share it the exact same moment. So I want to encourage you to take a social media break, detox, whatever you want to call it. It could be just for a day. It could be over the weekend. Even take it a step further and turn off your notifications. How crazy would that be, right? It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy at all. So gang, I hope you enjoyed this quickie tip, and I hope you're making your self-care a priority for you. Like I mentioned earlier, head on over to my free Facebook group where we can continue the conversation together over there. And also, I don't know if you heard, I'm offering free personal training for 5 clients. I'm only taking a couple more applications. I'm going to start reviewing those in the next week. We start on 10/26 and go through 11/23, the week of Thanksgiving. I can't wait. I'm really just disrupting the way we think about fitness and really focusing on habits and routine and how to make this a lifestyle. So we're not only going to be doing workouts and nutrition, but we're obviously going to be focusing on how to make this sustainable. And, all the rest of October, I'm still offering free virtual group fitness. There's a link in the show notes to join me for that as well. I've been having so much fun connecting with people over fitness, over my virtual platform, and working out together. In November, the classes will not be free anymore. They'll be paid. They'll just be $5 a class, so super affordable. But get in a class right now while you can, while it's free. So gang, thanks again for listening. Connect with me over on Instagram at EmilyNichols22. I might be posting a beach picture or two, but not in the moment. I'll be posting it later. So thank you all for listening. Sending you all lots of love. And remember, self-care isn't selfish.